Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Quantum, and here today I'm going to be doing my Maya and Axton level 50 class set guide things. So yeah, here we're going to start out with Maya. I was about to say Moxie. We're going to start out with Maya, and I actually really like the way this class like revolves around, I guess. I like all the loot I use as well, so I really recommend this class to anybody who, is trying to find, a good Maya level 50 class. So yeah, let's get into it. So for our weapons, the ones we're gonna have in our inventory, we got the Hellfire. Maya is kind of revolved around fire, I guess, and I really enjoy the Hellfire for her because she reloads it pretty quickly, and all around it's probably one of the best SMGs in the entire game. And then after that we have the Slaga. Now a lot of people don't enjoy the Slaga, but I think it's pretty good. Like on my first playthrough I really disliked it, but now that I have Maya and I've started to use elemental effects more, it's actually a really solid SMG. It's another legendary. You get this from Hodunk or whatever. And then the Last Cow. The Last Cow is a raid or any boss destroyer, to be honest. Paired with the B shield like we have here, it honestly tears through pretty much anything you put it up against. I love that weapon right there. I got one of the best models too, so yeah, I recommend getting a Last Scout for her because she's insanely good with SMGs, and it's probably one of the best SMGs in the game. And then last but definitely not least, we have the Social Heartbreaker, just the Heartbreaker. This is a Mad Moxie weapon, and or Miss Moxie. Sorry, I was thinking of the original game. I really enjoy this shotgun. I'd probably use the conference call if I had the conference call, or the interfacer, whichever one you have. I'd probably use it over this, but I'd probably get a slag, corrosive, or fire model because she's good with corrosion and all that, or elements in general. And then for our shield, we have the Hide of Terramorphous. This is on my Axton as well. I'll just spoil that right now. This is probably my favorite shield in the entire game, and it's insanely good for Maya because it has Fire Nova and the Fire Spike, so it's really good for that. And then I just have a Matriarch class mod. If there's a legendary Matriarch class mod, I'd probably have that on, but there's not. And it just increases max health and magazine size, and I feel like you could get, I think it's a cat class mod where your SMGs are like increased, but I don't want to use that because I have a lot more health for one, and for two, my magazine size on all my weapons increased. So I have 12 on my Heartbreaker, and it'd only be 8 if I didn't have that on. So, and then we have the Lob Stormfront, pretty basic grenade mod, but it's really cool. And then Protection Relic. So getting into her skill tree, I invested a lot inside the green skill tree. I'm not gonna really explain like what I did here, honestly. You can kind of just check it out because it's pretty basic. Like the skill tree for Maya is kind of all the same for everybody, I'd say. A lot of people don't invest in blue, but I play with my friends a lot on this game, so I like that. I wanted to get to res at least. And then we go over here and flicker. That's upgraded quite a bit. It increases your chance to cause status effect or damage over time with elemental weapons. And then foresight. This increases magazine size and reload speed with all weapons. You really need that for Maya. My Axton reloads like 3 times as fast as Maya, but she still reloads pretty quick. So we're going to try this class out. You guys are just going to watch some gameplay for a little bit, and then we'll switch over to my Axton. So yeah, here we go. It's a pretty good class in my opinion. Like, I enjoy it quite a bit, to be honest with you. It's probably one of my favorite classes in the entire game, to be honest. I've used Salvador. I've used level 50 Salvadors. And to be honest with you, they're just not as much fun as a Maya or an Axton. Krieg's fun. My friend uses Krieg whenever we play. But all around, I think Axton's my favorite character in the game. But I enjoyed getting to Maya. I mean Maya, level 50. And all around, this game really has some good characters, unlike Borderlands 1 where you kind of had a select few to choose from. Another thing I like about this class is her shield regens really quickly. Usually. I can't say it for, all the time. But all around, this is a pretty sick class. I really recommend the SMGs I have. Like I said, you can switch that shotgun to whatever you really want, to be honest. But I wanted to have at least one elemental shotgun for her, just because, she's an elemental character, I guess. Kind of supposed to have elements for her. So yeah, we're gonna switch over to my Axton now. So I'll see you guys there. So we're kind of in the middle of 1,000 cuts right now because I started off in Terramorphous' lair. But we're just gonna get in my Axton's, you know, guns that he uses. And honestly, I don't use Axton the way most people would. Like, he's kind of a combat rifle and I'd say shotgun type build, to be honest. I don't have any dual weapons either. So honestly, I'm not using him the right way, I guess. But I'm using him the way I think he's best at. So first off, we have our conference call. The Practicable is the best model you can get of this. It's probably second best shotgun in the entire game behind the Interfacer. Interfacer is like kind of the same, but a little bit different. Got a slag model, I don't care. I use, like I said, I kind of use what I want with this class, not what you're supposed to use with it. Then we have an Unkempt Herald. I think almost every class should have this, excluding the Siren. That's exactly why I don't have Unkempt Herald on my Siren. It's just because she's not good with explosive weapons, but I think every class besides the Siren and Gauge should have an Unkempt Herald. It's one of the strongest pistols in the entire game, or the strongest, I don't know. And then we have a Hellfire, like I said, excellent SMG, and I just use it to use it, you know, on, I'd probably even use it on another class if I made another one. And then we have a Baby Maker. The Baby Maker is probably one of my favorite guns in this entire game. When you get down with this thing, it's pretty much like an automatic up. Like, you just shoot and then reload, and it does like around 200k damage, which is pretty wild. Now here we go, High to Terramorphous. Like I said, it's not the exact same one. This one actually is better in a lot of aspects. I think capacity, void damage, and nova damage are better. I'm not exactly sure if I'm right on that. But it's definitely the highest capacity you can get on a High to Terramorphous. And it's pretty sickening, to be honest with you. And then we have a Legendary Soldier class mod. This is probably the best class mod in the whole game to use for him. I mean, you can differ and you can use, like, you know, whatever kind of helps you. But I use Legendary Soldier class mod. It is amazing. And then we use a Quasar. The Quasar is kind of weird because you can only, it's only set for one guy. It's set for Pyro Pete, and for me, Pete takes a long time to kill, sadly. So, yeah, if you end up getting Quasar, I'd recommend it because it's pretty cool. Like, just watch. Like, I have the homing too, which is like my favorite one. It's kind of like a black hole type thing, and it shocks everyone who comes with like 10 feet radius. Anyways, and then the Relic is another protection relic. I use this on, I'd probably even use this on a different class if I had a different class. Protection relic is definitely one of the bigger things in this game because your shield is what matters. Your health doesn't matter too much. But anyways, my Axton class setup, he's a little bit weird, and I think people are probably gonna get mad at me for not using Ranger on my Axton. Look at that, everything's better, but I don't use Ranger just because the rest of the treat's kind of useless in my opinion. Like, I don't like a whole lot of these, you know. Anyways, let's get into it. So I increased my Axton's health and preparation, or shield, really high. I wanted to do. Has like one of the biggest health meters in the game. Like, you saw it compared to my Siren. It's just an insane amount of health. But anyways, you can kind of look at these. Like I said, I'm not gonna really explain why I use them. I use Grit though because it's pretty much like a steroid kinda. It's hard to describe, but I think Grit's really good for an Axton character. If you're level 72, I'd probably go down to a Ranger too, and then keep everything else the same. But in my gunpowder skill tree, all I have is impact really, and this is, you know, weapon swap and movement speed, which is kind of, I mean, it's alright, but it's not as good as, you know, it's not a needed skill, let's put it that way. Metal Storm, I think a lot of people use Metal Storm on Axton. It's just one of the better things. If you have a Vladoff assault rifle with Axton, it kind of just tears. And then we go to our Guerrilla. It's kind of like it's for your Sentry pretty much, and I have 10 out of 5 with the Sentry. It pretty much it just makes your Sentry greater. Ready, this is reload speed. That's why my Axton reloads so fast. You'll see that. And then Willing, laser sight. I didn't actually. This is not useful at all. It's up to you if you want to have this. I just wanted to do it one because it looks cool. Onslaught, killing an enemy increases gun damage and movement speed. This is definitely one of the things you need for Axton, just because it makes him like that much better. I like the multi-rocket pods. That's up to you if you want to use that though. Able to regenerate health, you know, yeah, and then Grenadier. I don't have that on, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do some gameplay here. Like I said, the Baby Maker just does massive amounts of damage. And then let's just throw our turret out. Our turret destroys. When I was like a level 43, I was playing with my friend. He was a level 72, and I actually did damage with my turret. My turret killed like a couple racks on level 72, so it was actually really wild. But like I said, Axton's a pretty simple character. It really, like, it's whatever you want to use in these characters. But this is just my recommendation, like the guns I use, I guess. So yeah, pretty basic, honestly. As you can see with the Baby Maker, once you throw it out, it just absolutely destroys everything. Everything. It is one of the most, kind of a game breaker, to be honest with you. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, looking at both my skill builds for this. I'm gonna do an outro, but yeah, those are my Axton and Maya skill builds. So I'll see you guys at the outro. It has been quite some time since you guys have seen this place in the outro, and both my characters look kind of weird now. My Siren looks pretty sick. You guys will see my Siren. She looks really cool. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the skill build with both these characters. They're probably my two favorite characters. You could throw Krieg in there because Krieg's really cool too. Maybe I'll do a Krieg playthrough and get to level 50 and show you that too. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. I hope you guys enjoy me being back, because, you know, I want to stay back. YouTube's cool, and stuff, yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. And it's been Quantum, guys, and I'm out. Peace.